saying that you're the newest of the new grunge sound.
Yeah, I'm starting to understand like what grunge is. It's like if you have heavy metal, it's like a lot of it's the same guitar sound. I think grunge has to do with the guitar sound.
It does have kind of a
fine title.
It's
grunge.
Like
grunge is more organic guitars, like Mudhoney. They have their crazy sounding guitars, and Tad just totally growly, like a different sound.
Growly.
Growly, yeah.
So
like Tad, he's a big bear and he just growls. Like, oh, should be in a tour bus with that guy.
What do you associate with the term grunge? Does that mean anything to you, or is it a made-up word, or was it a movement, or what does it mean? Does it mean anything?
Well, there's a history to the word, you know, but what it ended up, you know, it ended up being a term that was applied to a lot of bands that you know, I think there's certain bands that you could say for us were more of that sound. It seems like Mudhoney's kind of the ultimate version of that, and like their first couple records. After that, you know, it feels like a word with a lot of baggage, and it's something that, like baggage, is stuff that you carry around, but then there's some good stuff in there if you take it out and spend the time to open it, you know. It was, you know, grunge was even that term, that was really good for us, I suppose, because we ended up being lumped together with a bunch of other great bands as well, you know. But we were all really different, you know. Soundgarden was, you know, there were similarities, but crazily different than, you know.
There's a lot of confusion on the road. I mean, it's pretty hellish lifestyle. It gives you a lot to think about, a lot to write about, a lot of ideas. I think releasing the dark side, releasing depression, frustration is what we're all about. That's what we're trying to do through our music, and I think it affects people in a positive way. It can give them something to relate to. They can release the same demons. Ooh.
I have no idea what grunge music is. I didn't title it grunge music. I don't believe that any of the bands that are sort of included in what's considered the genre called grunge sound much alike. I would ask you, do you think that Soundgarden sounds a lot like Nirvana or Pearl Jam?
Or Mudhoney?
I don't.
So what song would you give to him? One song, just to know...
grunge?
The spirit of the music.
I would say Smells Like Teen Spirit. That's grunge to me. Sure. It's like this sort of snarky attitude, intelligent, simple, abrasive guitars, a video where they're wearing torn clothes, you know. No, it's not that I don't like it. It's that it wasn't a movement. It isn't a genre. Right. I think we're proud to be from Seattle, and we're proud to have these other bands as our friends and
our peers and influences. We certainly had influences on these bands, and they influenced us. We do see them as collectively part of the community that we share with them. I don't know if that's called grunge. It isn't something that any of us. It's not self-referential. It's somebody else gave us that label because of the particular geography that we shared, and it stuck.
Before the word grunge started being used, it was called the Seattle Sound or the Seattle Scene, which that was sort of an easier thing to admit you're a part of, or say, yeah, we're from there, that's for sure, and we're part of that specific scene. Yes, you know, that made sense. But grunge, it was. I think Mudhoney was an example, kind of something that sounded like grunge the way I would describe it.
Pada zaman itu sebetulnya muncul Nirvana itu sebagai apa ya, rock alternatif dulu karena belum ada istilah grunge dulu.
Iya betul ya.
Belum ada yang alternatif, di mana alternatif ini sebagai ya pendobrak kemapanan, jadi anti mainstream dari jenis musik yang lain.
Sisi musik menurut saya itu lebih simpel.
Lebih simpel, betul.
Karena memang merubah komposisi lagu sih sebetulnya ya Pak ya. Dari metal yang memang teknik, mengandalkan teknik dan segala macam.
Apa kayak ilmu musiknya itu yang dalam segala macam. Ketika ada Nirvana muncul sedemikian simpel tapi edan pisang gitu musiknya.
Kultur Iron Maiden sama mungkin. Ketika grunge ini muncul Nirvana dan teman-temannya kan muncul juga yang si aliran Pearl Jam, keluarin album 10, terus Soundgarden, Bad Motorfinger, dan itu merubah skema musik di dunia.
Grunge itu sebetulnya keluar kata grunge ini itu dari manajernya Sub Pop. Sub Pop itu salah satu
label
independen di
indies label ya, bukan mayoritas label berarti bro ya.